Oh, good lord, is it February already? I suppose that means it's time to start looking back at the games, what was released in January of this year. Now, January is normally a notoriously weak month for good games to be spewed out onto PlayStation platforms, but 2016 is starting things off with some very strong titles indeed. Unfortunately, due to a complicated and messy musical agreement, the once appropriate sad background music has already been selected, so we're going to have to go ahead and use that. Goodness me, that's soul-crushing. Let's try and lift the mood a little, shall we? Earning our bronze trophy for January is This War of Mine, The Little Ones, which is about war and the effects it has on children. To be honest, it's quite refreshing to see the perspectives of children featured prominently in an adult game. Not like that Elder Scrolls Oblivion where there was nary a child in sight, implying that the weird, rubber-faced adults were somehow spawned from some Daedra plane at their respective ages, never to grow older and with no concept of sexual reproduction.
Let me see your face.
It's suitable then that the experience is quite harrowing, and with the player responsible for making difficult decisions on how to keep their group of survivors going, we highly recommend it to players who want to have their emotional reserves drained. Originally marching its way onto PC in 2014, the Banner Saga sees you fight off a deadly human-hating race to ensure a future for your people. Seems a bit unfair to hate all humans. I mean, name me one thing the humans have done which is awful. In the universe of the Banner Saga, I meant that. It's a very Scandinavian folklore-y world that you'll inhabit, making conversation-based decisions to mold the plot to tell a personalized story. It's also got a bit of Final Fantasy Tactics-like combat thrown in there for good measure, so give it a go, and we're sure you'll take a Viking to it. Norse pun. Zombies, survival, Wesker, remakes. These are all things. What are in that there Resident Evil 0 remake? Exploring the events that unfolded before Chris and Jill got freaky in the forest, in the mansion on the mountain, in the corridor with a corpse, in the room with a refrigerator. There were all kinds of shady, weird stuff going down in train carriages and training facilities, anything with it, train in it really. You know, places that would be terrifying if there were no people there. Yeah, it's got some cheesy dialogue here and there, but that's Resident Evil's calling card. It just wouldn't be a Resi game without gold like this.
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right.
Fun fact. The Witness was actually in pre-production several years before Jonathan Blow was even conceived. Yes, it's been a staggering 7 years since it was originally unveiled, but Blow's mysterious isolated island puzzler is finally available, and it's been a huge success. The island itself is bursting with colour and intrigue, a dastardly puzzle waiting around every corner. But it's due to the ingenious puzzle and level design that you'll never feel totally lost. There's always something else to do. If you can avoid the evil temptations of guides and walkthroughs, it's immensely satisfying to leave it for a while, only to return and make short work of the puzzle you were previously stuck on. Now, one thing a lot of people are getting hung up on is the price. Are you going to buy The Witness, Associate Editor Robert Ramsey?
Maybe. Depends how much I have to spend.
Well, it's about £30. But that shouldn't be the point. Times are changing. And if it's about getting value for money in terms of time put in, you'll get up to 70 hours worth of content. Just because it's independently developed doesn't mean it should be the price of an iPhone app, and just because it's not had a physical release shouldn't make it any less important. Open your mind. You might just find something you like. Anyway, that's your lot for January. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.